In the heart of Palestine, nestled amidst rolling hills and picturesque landscapes, lies the enchanting world of Palestine land. This extraordinary place is unlike any other, for it is a land where olive trees reign supreme, and their stories are woven into the very fabric of life. Our adventure begins with a young girl named Layla, who lived in a quaint village nestled between two towering olive groves. Layla's days were filled with the simple pleasures of exploring the land, and her favourite companions were the olive trees. She would often run through the orchards, her laughter echoing through the leaves, as she played hide-and-seek with the gentle giants of Palestine land. Each olive tree had a unique character, and they loved sharing their stories with Layla. The ancient tree, Abu Zaid, was the wise old sage of the grove. With his gnarled branches and weathered bark, he had witnessed generations of families growing and prospering under his shade. Abu Zaid spoke of the long history of olive trees in the region, dating back thousands of years, and how they had become a symbol of peace and resilience for the people of Palestine. Layla's best friend, a tree named Zara, was one of the youngest in the grove. Zara was a lively, spirited olive tree who loved to dance in the gentle breeze. She told Layla about the importance of olives in Palestinian culture, not only for the delicious olive oil but also for the warm gatherings of families during the annual olive harvest, a tradition passed down through the ages. Another tree, named Samir, had a knack for telling ghost stories. He would share tales of the ancient spirits that protected the olive groves, ensuring their continued health and vitality. Layla, with her eyes wide open, would listen to Samir's spooky tales by the light of the moon. As the seasons changed, so did the activities in Palestine land. In spring, the olive blossoms painted the grove with a blanket of white, and Layla learned about the significance of these delicate flowers in the olive pollination process. In summer, the village held a lively festival where the entire community came together to celebrate the fruitfulness of the olive trees. Autumn was the most magical time in Palestine land. It was the olive harvest season, and families would gather under the trees with large woven baskets and traditional tools. Layla would join the festivities, her fingers stained with the golden oil, and her heart filled with joy as she helped her family and neighbours collect olives. During the harvest, Layla's grandmother would tell stories of their ancestors and the ancient traditions they followed, such as pressing olives to make oil, curing the olives to enjoy as a snack, and sharing the fruits of their labour with less fortunate neighbours as a gesture of goodwill. In the winter, the olive trees stood tall and bare, covered in a shimmering blanket of snow. Layla and her friends would build snowmen and decorate them with tiny olive branches. Layla's favourite pastime during this season was listening to Abu Zaid's stories by the crackling fire, stories of courage, hope, and the unbreakable spirit of the Palestinian people. As Layla grew older, she continued to learn from the wise olive trees, understanding the value of tradition, unity, and the importance of protecting their land. She knew that these ancient olive trees held the key to a brighter and more peaceful future for Palestine. And so the magical world of Palestine land, with its olive trees as guardians of tradition, history, and culture, continued to thrive. It was a place where the beauty of nature and the wisdom of generations combined to teach valuable lessons to young learners like Layla, ensuring that the heritage of Palestine would be cherished for generations to come. In this extraordinary land, where olives and stories intertwined, children and young learners of English discovered a world of wonder, tradition, and resilience, leaving an indelible mark on their hearts and minds. One of the most cherished traditions in Palestine land was the annual olive oil pressing festival, a grand event that brought the entire community together. The festival took place in the heart of the village, near the ancient olive oil press. The press was a massive stone wheel, turned by a mule or donkey, which crushed the olives into a fine paste. Layla's eyes would light up as she watched the villagers take turns feeding the olives into the press, and the rich golden oil would flow into clay pots. The air would be filled with the delightful scent of fresh olive oil, a fragrance that marked the beginning of a new year. During the festival, Children like Layla would help their parents by carrying woven baskets filled with freshly picked olives to the press. They would also enjoy traditional Palestinian foods such as falafel, hummus, and warm bread, all drizzled with the new olive oil. The festival was a time of laughter, music, and dancing, with traditional folk songs filling the air as the sun set over the olive groves. Another integral part of Palestine land's tradition was the making of olive soap. Layla's grandmother taught her the ancient art of soap making, which involved using olive oil, water, and a secret family recipe. Together, they would mix the ingredients in a large wooden tub, infusing the soap with fragrant herbs from their garden. Layla loved how the soap made her skin soft and smooth, and how it connected her to her family's heritage. The olive trees themselves played a significant role in preserving tradition. Families would pass down the care and tending of the olive groves from one generation to the next. Layla learned about the importance of pruning the trees, protecting them from pests, and how to harvest the olives with care. She was part of a long line of guardians, ensuring that the olive trees remained strong and fruitful for generations to come. As Layla grew older, she discovered the art of crafting intricate olive wood carvings, a skill passed down from the skilled hands of her father. The olive wood was durable and had a unique grain pattern that made it perfect for carving. With her father's guidance, she learned to create beautiful traditional items like intricately designed crosses, rosaries, and nativity scenes. These carvings were not only cherished by the people of Palestine land, but also sought after by collectors around the world. The land of Palestine also had its fair share of magical creatures, and one of the most famous was the olive sprite. Legend had it that this tiny, mischievous sprite lived among the olive trees, using their leaves and branches as his playground. He was known for helping children find their way when they got lost in the groves and guiding travelers through the hills and valleys. The olive sprite's playful spirit brought joy and wonder to the children of Palestine land, filling their lives with tales of friendship with the enchanting creature. Layla believed that the olive sprite watched over her, ensuring her safety during her adventures in the olive groves. In Palestine land, the olive tree was more than just a tree. It was a symbol of strength, tradition, and unity. The stories of the land, the people, and the magical creatures like the olive sprite all came together to create a rich tapestry of culture and heritage that Layla and the young learners of English treasured. With each passing season, they continued to learn and grow, embracing the values of resilience, community, and respect for the land, all inspired by the enchanting world of Palestine land.